Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of my 50 States of Treasure Hunting series. In this series, I'll be visiting all 50 states doing some sort of treasure hunting, whether it's gold prospecting, metal detecting, gem hunting, geode hunting, scuba diving, wreck diving, pretty much anything you can think of. So make sure you subscribe and click the notification bell down below. That way you don't miss your state. You can easily check to see if I've already done your state. There's a 50 states playlist. You can go check out all the other videos, all the other states, and also subscribe so you don't miss my videos. I do put out a new video every 3 days, so please be patient as I roll these videos out. It's currently April 2019 and I don't have all 50 states done yet. So if you live in a state that I haven't covered yet, and if you have a really good idea about some good treasure hunting spots in your state, like metal detecting, gold prospecting, if you own a gold claim, even if you own like an old house or something that needs to be metal detected, let me know by sending an email. There's a link in the description to my email. I won't disclose the exact location of your secret spot, so feel free to send me any information you like through email and I might actually take the trip. And if you have a YouTube channel, I'd be happy to even collab and film a video with you. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm in Connecticut with my daughter Aries here. We're gonna be doing some gold prospecting here. I'm near the town of Harwinton. We're gonna go down to this little creek here and see if we can pan for some gold. We got some equipment and there's still some snow in the ground actually here. So it's gonna be cold, but that's okay. It's good training, right Aries?
It's a good training.
Right over here I see a gravel bar. There's some bigger rocks down here below it, and there's some bigger cobbles at the bottom and some smaller ones at the top. I think right down there would be a good spot to test pan in the bigger rocks. There's also some bigger boulders around. You know, digging behind and under the boulders is always a good idea. We even have some bedrock here that we can possibly do some crevicing. Even right here it looks like we have some crevices. So we're coming down from the hill here, and I stepped right on some quartz bedrock. I can see mica in there. I think for sure we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna scrape in these crevices here. We're gonna take some of that material. We'll classify it out, we'll pan it out. Probably separately. I still wanna go over and check out that gravel bar up here just to see if we can find some, you know, small flower gold. And by the way, all the gold in Connecticut all comes from Glacial Till. That means thousands and thousands of years ago, a glacier came down from Canada and it brought gold with it. And it just dropped off the small little pieces. It's all ground so fine, it's just like flower gold. So that's what we're gonna expect to find here. But of course, alluvial gold is going to get trapped in bedrock. So even though this is quartz, this is not where the gold is coming from. The gold came from the glacier thousands of years ago.
Is that? What's that? Shiny.
Oh, that's mica is what that is. That's called mica. Yeah, that real shiny stuff that you see there. Unfortunately, it's not gold. That would be nice. Okay, so we just came to a little spot here. There's another little gravel bar here on this side of the creek, on the inside bend of the creek. So I think a good place to sample is gonna be like near that rock. And by the way, we're just gonna be sampling here. We know there's gold here. It's very, very small gold. You're not gonna get rich from it. It's just for recreation. So that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna do a couple sample pans here, show you that there's gold in Connecticut, and then probably do some crevicing as well. We know that the gold's gonna get stuck in those crevices, so hopefully we can dig some of that out for you. So right now we're just gonna fill one bucket with water, throw our arbor fabricating classifier in one of them. So this bucket is now full to the top. Now we're just gonna start scooping dirt and stuff into here, classify it out, throw the rocks out, and get a bunch of smaller material down in the bucket, and we'll pan it out. That's real smart. Aries is getting back behind the bigger rocks. I'm just digging any random hole here. Okay, so we got a bucket full, wherever the bucket is. We got a bucket full of classified material. Now we're gonna pan it down and see if we got any little pieces of flower gold. That's pretty much what I'm expecting. Not expecting nuggets or flakes even. Just really, really fine flower gold. Cool. So here's how we do this. I'm just gonna do it with this one. So basically, all we do is we take the bucket and just dump everything in here. Now we just got to pan this out. So as I'm teaching you guys, if you haven't seen this before, I'm also teaching Aries, the camera woman. So basically all I'm doing is mixing this stuff around so all of the dirt is like liquefied. That way the heavy gold goes to the very bottom of the pan and everything above it gets washed off like this. Just stratify it like this, start tilting it forward a bit, and then just wash off the top layer about 2 or 3 times, and just keep doing that. That's all it is. That water is so cold right now. My hand is like, I bet it's purple. It's actually really nice out here. All these rocks and everything are green with moss. We were just driving through the town and there's all those old stone wall foundations from back in the 1800s, maybe earlier. Some of the houses look even older. I'd love to do some metal detecting around here and find some old colonial relics and things. All right, so once we're down to about here, this is the material with 99% of it gone. This is all the heavy stuff left behind. So we don't want to pour any of that off. We want to keep it in the pan, and we're actually going to spin it around here and have all the light stuff from this come down to the bottom, leaving the heavy stuff, including the gold, at the top. So we'll give it a good stratification, make sure all the gold is at the bottom corner of that pan, then we're going to lightly pull it back, and we're just going to start spinning it, as I call it. Now we're not guaranteed to find any gold here, and even if we do, it's going to be very, very small, but we'll see if we can get any in this pan. But this is the process on how to pan for gold. I gotta put my head in there a little bit closer to see. There's a squirrel.
Where?
Up there behind that tree on the ground. Oh, he didn't move. Let me move my...
Oh, I see him.
Yeah. Oh, it's still recording. So we actually didn't find any gold in that first bucket. That's to be expected. There's not a lot of gold in this area. There is gold, but like I said, it's just very fine Glacial Till Gold. I think we're actually going to probably do a little bit of crevicing, and if we strike out again, maybe we'll go metal detecting or something in this historic area, maybe knock on a door or something, and maybe do some metal detecting. So yeah, that's what we're doing in Connecticut. That's exactly right. Just stratify everything and washing rocks. That's it, yeah. Yeah, so check it out, watch. So as you bring it down in, you get some water, you mix it around, then you keep it tilted like this, you dip it down, and you actually let the
the top layer go off.
And then you bring it back, do it again, and then go ahead. That way you're actually getting rid of all that light stuff.
Oh, because you're getting it stuck in the cracks there.
It's getting stuck in the cracks, exactly. Yep, perfect. Yeah, so like when I get to this point,
so that's when you do the...
That's when I do the spinning thing. So I'll get a little bit of water in there. I'll get it all down to one corner, and then I'll bring all the water back and leave all that stuff at the top. And I'll use this water at the bottom to kind of wash it away, bring the light stuff down to the bottom. It's hard to do it like this, but and then you're just very, very lightly bringing down like one little layer at a time, and then eventually the gold will be left at the top. Okay, so I put my other lens in the camera because Aries actually found some gold. There was some material left in the bottom of that first bucket, and I was trying to show Aries how to pan here, and we actually found some. Let me throw the filter on this camera. Oh yeah, I see it. Okay, so I have to find a little stick. There we go. to use as a pointer, because otherwise it's impossible to find it. Right there at the tip of the pine needle, we did find a little bit of Connecticut gold. Actually, Aries, in her very first pan of panning for gold, I didn't think there was going to be any gold because it was at the bottom of that bucket over there, but we did find one little flake of gold. Let me spin this around so you can see. Yep, there it is right there. Actually, I think there might be 2 pieces. There's one right there. Oh, there's another one, dude. There's another one right there at the tip of the pine needle. Another little piece of flower gold. And so, like I said, that's basically all the kind of gold that you're gonna find in this area. You're not gonna find any big chunks or anything unless you're extremely lucky. I'm happy with that. This is what I expected to find in Connecticut. Okay, so we have some pretty decent little bedrock cracks here in this quartz. A good chance for the gold falling out over the years is in these bedrock cracks. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna grab my Crevicing tool here. This bedrock's actually coming apart a little bit. That's good. Yeah, this bedrock is falling apart, so we're gonna make sure we pan all this stuff out. Any gold that ever went in here is probably still in there, you know? All right, so actually, come over here and I'll show you the crevice that I dug out. So as you can see, I got all the way down into this crevice here. All that material is in this bucket. I was actually able to bust up some of that bedrock and get way underneath it. So hopefully we got a little bit of gold in there. That'd be cool. Aries and I are both like freaking out because we were just panning through that New York stuff. We just found like 10 diamonds and like all kinds of gold and gemstones, and it's crazy. Just gonna classify this stuff here. It's so cold. My hand's like freezing. As you can see right here, a lot of this stuff is bedrock, broken bedrock, even some moss I was able to grab there. All this delicious bedrock crevice material. We're gonna find any gold. I think the highest concentrations will be like right here. So, with any luck, we'll find a little bit for the camera. All right, that's good enough. Let's spin it here and see if there's any gold in it. Lots of garnets in here. These red pieces, that's a really big garnet right there. I'm actually gonna save it. I mean, these are real big. You can see down there. We don't find them like that in Colorado. Matter of fact, this is the biggest garnets I've seen from anywhere.
What are garnets?
Garnets are gemstones.
Oh.
And I actually found a good amount of flower gold here, guys. If you could see it, all up in here. We've got flower gold all throughout there. Get it all up in the corner. That's actually a lot in that crevice. I was not expecting that to happen. I thought we were gonna find a little crumb or two, but this is, you see how fine that is? It's very, very fine. That's better than I do in Colorado. Right there, you can see all this really, really fine, like super fine gold up here from that crevice. And that's all just really finely ground gold from the Glacial Till. But yeah, there's so much gold in here, it's actually filling the little scratches in the bottom of the pan. Just really fine flower gold. So that's actually pretty good. I hope you guys enjoyed this video from Connecticut. I'm gonna suck this stuff up in the snuffer bottle, throw it in a little vial, and we're gonna head to Massachusetts after this. I hope you guys are enjoying this 50 States of Treasure Hunting series. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that. You don't want to miss these other 50 states. You know, check my playlist for your state, and that's all I got for today. Thanks for watching.